Monday night primetime contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Has it all teed up. And Monday night primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
180! What's that?
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
180! What's that?
Here's Baker to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
3rd down, give to Irving. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle. You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So 1st down from the 41. Baker now off the play fake. Cut out left. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot with 2nd down coming up.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone on 1st. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Bayless Jones now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Man, it's Drake London. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Penix here from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons start off well to tie things 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Set. 180. Done.
First down, here's Baker. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
What's that?
Throwing again is Baker. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
180. What's that?
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffed out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
King. Set. What's that?
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stops. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. What's that?
Right back to Irving now.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Real. 180. What's that?
3rd down, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Pistol. Done.
And you just get the play off.
He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
For our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10.
On first down, here's Penix.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Buck. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Here we go, set.
Penix to throw again on second. Running a screen now for Jones. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He's got Jones for the completion. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A give left side to Taylor. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
They go again with Taylor. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play.
And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Buys time, rolling right. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Check, Bobcat, let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
2nd down carry for Taylor.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Penix working from the gun. That one complete to Pitts. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
So 20 yards on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Go check, go check.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
One of the tight ends in motion left.
19, go.
They're going play fake with Penix. He rolls to his right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go. 70.
Third down, it's Penix. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. It's made by Bucky Irving. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Baker now off the play fake. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from the 37. First and 10, it's Mayfield. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the near interception, this is second and 10.
20.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
22 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Baker throwing again. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Falcons.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real. That's right.
Mayfield now from the gun. He's got a massive hit. The ball's out. And the Falcons scoop it out. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Penix now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. Now, I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds. It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick, have that confidence built. That's important.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
One time.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Still going inside the 35. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers lead by 15 now. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Penix on first down. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That throw intended for Drake London. So that brings up second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Looking to throw. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Koo able to put it through and doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Falcon first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
To the air with Penix. Going with the screen to Taylor. He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
Penix working from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Real. 180!
First down throw here, Mayfield. That's a catch, Jalen McMillan. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Good. 180!
Baker now from the gun. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Right side, this is Ibuka. Good kickoff, but he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard mark.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
180! Up,
Mayfield looking to throw on his 3rd and 1. It's complete. This is Ibuka. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slate. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All set to go now from the 35.
180! Hey, alert 33!
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
What a great sign to start the second half of this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
180!
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
180!
Here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Not just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for White. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
to Williams from the gun. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, here's Penix. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Bucs to the line, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes White. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Good. What's up?
Running left, this is Irving. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
4. What's up?
Up the gut they go with Williams. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. This is our last play of the quarter. On 1st down, here's Penix. On the move, headed right. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this 3rd quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's not quite over yet, but they take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Penix here from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix gets this one to London. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Penix. And downfield, and he finds London. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On 1st down, here's Penix. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And again, it's Penix. Going all the way to the end zone here. Catch is made in close. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, here's Baker. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So 1st down from the 41.
Hey,
Mayfield now from the gun. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Set. 180. Cut.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Set. Start.
Irving here from the gun.
And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
Will take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in.
And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Penix now on 1st down.
Connection made to the rookie from Iowa. And this is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That goes for 32 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Penix now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended London. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play.
And that's a Falcon 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And motion the slot man right.
Again, Penix to the air.
Looking underneath, it's Jones.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield and just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, break it off the 1st down.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. 3rd down, it's Penix. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Falcons gotta score in a hurry. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Riding right side by McMillan. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
180!
They're going to pass it here. Into traffic, complete! And the Buccaneers get that 1st down, and that should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. 1st and 10, it's a give to White. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
20.
Here's White again. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's wound up for him. Run all the way down and expire. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan.
Here we go, here we go! Bronco 80! Let's go!
check. It wasn't easy, but nothing else. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm amazing. All the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please have me down. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. What time it is?
Now I know y'all be loving this right here. L-I-M-B, this kid is right here. People in the house put their hands in the air. 'Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that Limp Bizkit mix. So where you at, pump, shook, and back up while we this track up. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 You don't wanna mess with Limp Bizkit? Yeah, can't mess with Limp Bizkit. Because we get it on every day and every night. Hear this platinum thing right here? But we're doing it all the time. So you better get some better beats and get some better rhymes. We got the game set, so don't complain. Yeah, 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school soldiers blasting out the hot. That rock, and bounce in the mosh pit. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, rolling.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers.